Within Derby Can, we've had 3 hubs. We've had Normanton, Stockbrook, which was the Bramblebrook Community Centre, and the Maypole. And this later turned into a digital hub. Within these hubs, the community have been programming the work that they want to see, what interests them on their doorstep. Not only was it important for the communities to be able to program the work that they wanted to see, but also have the skills and the experience and the knowledge of how to put these events on as well. So we also ran training programs, volunteering programs, and all different kinds of activities that would enable the community to feel confident to be a leader in their own areas as well.
I don't know what it is about Derby, but it has a way of making you very passionate about Derby. You know, maybe it's the people, you know, because the people are, you know, quite friendly. Also, the passion with which you see communities come together and rally round, you know. So yes, you know, that is a thing with Derby, and if we harness this strength deliberately, we will be able to build. I believe we will have a creative powerhouse in the East Midlands.
Born and bred in Derby, born in Normanton, grew up around here. What's important to me is bringing people together. So the most important thing for me was bringing people from outside Normanton, outside Derby, who would not normally interact, people from ethnic minorities and from refugee, asylum seeker backgrounds, and then think, oh, hang on, these guys are okay. All of a sudden, all these things I wanted on my bucket list gave me the opportunity to do, which Derby Can could support really well, and which they did.
What I love about working with Derby Can is just the appetite to show the creativity of Derby.
There's been so much going on that I could, you know, and I've just jumped in with both feet. And it's lovely because, you know, I just thought I was too old to do everything and anything, and I've just been so accepted. Beautiful community groups have just developed. I've made so many friends, and it makes me feel part of the community because there's always something amazing happening.
We did a thing called Derby Vision. This was about Eurovision, and because Ukraine couldn't have it in their country because of the war, we thought we would bring Eurovision to the Ukrainian club in Derby because there's such a big Ukrainian community.
Derby dishes, which, you know, I think was amazing in celebrating just the diversity of Derby through food. The Nigerian Independence Day celebration, and you know, which was amazing as well. Just being able to celebrate again, you know, this community that's decided to make Derby home.
We also did something called January Beat the Blues. I went to several locations around Derbyshire, East Staffordshire, entertaining people through music, comedy, poetry and things like that. Then we had a big one at the Derby Inn, just outside Sainsbury's, which Derby Can were involved in as well.
The World Music Day, that was amazing. So I came to the steering group on that. We met online and here at Normanton and in one of the little community hubs. So that was pretty awesome. And it's lovely to see your ideas come to life. I've done some co-creation with them as well, and you know, and then, you know, at the back of your head you think, oh, that was my idea, that was. And you know, I'm just bursting with pride that people actually listen to you and want to run with your ideas. It's like, wow.
Got introduced to Akula Agbami, who became my creative writing mentor. And through her, I became involved in a project on life writing, and was one of 3 writers who had their work published. And I also did 2 readings, one here and one at the Derby West Indian Community Centre. And because of the project, I was able to get a place to do my PhD at Derby. So I've just started my 2nd year.
Oh, do you know, it's been absolutely amazing for my confidence. And it's just so beautiful knowing that people have got your back.
But we've just had people who, because they've seen that sort of like diversity come through, have asked questions, have now been involved in what's going on. And I think, you know, Sam, Tom, everyone should be absolutely proud of themselves.
Doing the readings with such incredible women was one of the most phenomenal experience artistically in my life, because, you know, where I live in Allington, people don't generally get involved in artistic things. So, you know, it was wonderful to be able to sort of pass that baton on to other people.
To my local area, Stockbrook. Well, I guess it's very working class, very multicultural, quite cosmopolitan actually, close to the city. I went to primary school just on this street. There was kids from all around the world. Yeah, I think it's a good area though. It's very community based. I feel like I know everyone around here. When it's here, I feel it's always a bit more special to do it in this venue. Be like, oh, I want to make music, and then I'm like up the street.
We've done the World Music Festival, which was on Normanton Park. There was something last year, around this time, probably a bit later on, at the Normanton Library, where what people had to do to support that show, they had to come and bring and donate food to the less fortunate, to bring food and donate it to local charities and food banks. That was really cool.
It was a rap event which was held here. It was a lot of artists from Derby. A good night, to be fair. A lot of people turned up. It was a nice vibe. I know for me personally, from when I started doing music, I used to have to travel out of Derby, so very far to Stoke and Nottingham and places like that. There was never really no shows in Derby. So for seeing these events that's been put on and they've been successful, there've been no problems, a lot of people's turned up, everybody's enjoyed themselves. That's the good thing, is everyone was networking. So it brought everybody together for a chance to do their music, but at the same time network with everyone with. Because I feel like a lot of what Derby Can's doing at the minute is they're not just putting shows on, but they're kind of educating the people that are involved in these shows and trying to show them the other side of whatever creative stuff they're doing.
Derby doesn't have the biggest exposure in terms of music, and Derby Can's helped to kind of bring a lot of artists to the forefront of what's going on and give them a bit of a spotlight. So it's important to support anything that's going on in that aspect.
You know, you see Derby Can everywhere, and it's just amazing how many people that they're inspiring, helping, you know, to grow their confidence, and, you know, they're just baby steps. I mean, basically, you know, Derby Can are mentoring us for something bigger and better, and that's all you can aspire to do.
I hope that it will create in time, like a library, you know what I mean? A library so you can see where it started, where it's going, and where it's arrived to, whenever that might be in the future. And people can look back and see what Derby Can has done for the city.
There should be opportunities for everybody at every age. I don't think age should be a limit or a barrier. I think it should be something that everybody explores or has opportunities in.
I think the legacy of Can will be the fact that it's helped so many Derby creatives. It's put so many on, let's say, a pedestal. It's supported so many. It's helped them get out there, given them opportunities, like, you know, for like having their concerts, for getting videos made, for basically helping them with their career.
And just have that connection between the underground and the infrastructure and like the institution, I guess. I think that's what Derby Can's doing well. So I guess that's what I see their position as and their legacy should be, which it already is, I think.
The team is so gung-ho that let's do it, let's tell the story. And for me, the legacy I hope to see is that people come here, they look around Derby and they're like, yes, you know, what we see through the, you know, creative works is a reflection of just, you know, what the city is.
And I took hubby to see Four Walls. Honest to God, it just showed what local people can do. Me and my husband were like, absolutely, it's one of the most jaw-droppingly brilliant things I've ever seen. And it just showed that if you give people the support and the confidence and that platform, what they can bring to the table.
I've never been into a theatre and watched a show in my life, and I've never really been interested because I never felt like it was relatable. So to be able to be a part of the show and then see the demographic of the people that was coming to watch, it was amazing.